How long does it take for the average salesperson to learn how to be a closer in sales, and why does it matter? I'm Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Central Park in New York City on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. And I want you to think about something. In any sport, in any function, how often does the average person become exceptional at what they do? And the answer is they don't. You're like, hey Scott, wait a minute, there's average people every day that go out and crush it in whatever field that they want. Like, it may seem average to you, but it's not average all the way. This person that goes out and decides that they want to be a closer, they made a decision to search for excellence. They made a decision that they're going to put in the time, the effort, and the energy to learn how to sell. They decided that they are going to do everything possible. They may be an average person on the outset, and you look at them, they're like, just a common Joe, common Jane person out there, and boom, next thing you know, they're successful. That's because they're willing to put in the work. That's because they're willing to put in the effort. And I'll have salespeople work with me and they're, hey Scott, how long should it take for me to be a closer? I'm like, hey, that's a tricky question. It depends upon how much time you want to devote to your craft. It depends upon how much effort you're going to put into your sales process. It depends upon you, right? And so people will say, but I want to be the best, but I don't want to put in the time. I'm like, hey, then don't try, right? Then don't put in the work, don't put in the effort, because that learning curve for you to learn how to close deals is so long. I mean, you could be a mediocre salesperson. I could think of 2 or 3 people off the top of my head. They're price matchers and discounters, and they make an okay living. But the thing is they run a certain amount of calls, and if they would do a little bit extra work or a lot extra work, some of those calls that they run, they would close. And so they're spending the time, they're spending the output in front of, they're spending the amount of time that it takes to be in the call. They're just not productive with their time. Right? And it's like this with any industry. There's people who, they get paid, let's say $30 an hour to do a task. There's a lot of pipe fitters out there on the street. They probably make 30, 40, $50 an hour to do the pipe. And there's probably some of them that are really good at what they do, and there's probably some of them that are really mediocre. But the mediocre ones are gonna outweigh the ones that are exceptional every day of the week. And it works the same way for you in the sales process. How long does it take to build an exceptional salesperson? I've seen people take 2, 3, 4 years. I've seen people take 5 or 6. It just depends upon the level of intent that you want to put in. I've seen people do it in 1 or 2. It's just with the right coaching and the right training and the right implementation. So you could have coaching and training, but put things out of order and not really get anything done like you're supposed to. And this is why you've got to make sure that the people who are training you really are who they say they are and really can do what they can say they do. There you go. How long does it take for someone to become an exceptional salesperson? A closer? It really depends upon the person. Can an average person do it? Not the average person. An average person that has the mindset and the belief that they can and they're willing to put in the work and the effort. There you go. Now you got one thing to do from here, just one thing. Find the subscribe button, click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. This is Scott Bell Consultants on another fantastic video, probably for somewhere cool. Today, I'm at Central Park. Got the buildings right behind me. We'll see you soon. Thanks for dropping by. Aloha.